Real comfortable. Well, I've realized that, since being in captivity, what you can call incarceration, that I have this wonderful mission, this mission to make the world a better place, to contribute to humanity in a positive way, to make people's lives better. There's a lot of sufferers out there. Today, the governor in California was saying, they have a $31 billion surplus and don't know what to do with it. What should we do with it? I mean, what about the homeless? I haven't heard anybody say anything about the homeless. But, so, incarceration has opened my eyes to, what I need to do to contribute to humanity. But for the most part, it has reminded me, because I already knew what I needed to do before I was wrongly convicted and incarcerated.
My name is Maurice L. Harris, and I am currently being held on California's Deathrow. Today, I would like to address the theme of the week. What have I done to better myself since my captivity? First and foremost, everything I've done derived from my Nichiren Buddhist practice of human revolution, whereby we elevate our inner life state by constantly striving to improve ourselves in the face of life's obstacles, such as being on death row. And this has led me to establish Buddhist services on California's death row to help others as well elevate their life states and fulfill my dream of starting a record label. And I have become a senior inside organizer for Initiate Justice, an organization that strives to free California from mass incarceration and change criminal justice laws, which also led to my doing promotional work. That's that recording. So, which also led me to doing promotional work for the movie Just Mercy. I have returned to college where I am a few units from receiving an AA degree. I have received a paralegal certificate from Blackstone Career Institute and became a member of the National Lawyers Guild as a jailhouse lawyer. For more about myself and these topics, including the injustices of my conviction, you can visit my blog at betweenthebars.org, spelled as it sounds, betweenthebars.org/blogs, BLOGS /8439. And also stay tuned to this podcast. Peace. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo.
Hi, this is Robert Mejia. Since being incarcerated, I have worked on some goals and resolutions. I am focusing on some therapy and self-help, and I am doing some reading, writing, exercise, and taking different classes that will hopefully help me further my education and stuff. And I am trying to figure things out to filter and control my thoughts and behavior and improve. So, anyways, I hope everyone's having a good day.
Hey, this is Jake Ritter. Since I've been incarcerated, I've used my time to better my mental and physical health. Mentally, I've started opening my Bible and getting closer with God and establishing a relationship with Him. Physically, I've started exercising. I usually exercise 3 times a week. I'm sleeping regularly and eating regularly. And I'm finally clean and sober off drugs. I have been that way since 2014. Other than that, I've done a lot of soul searching. I've worked on myself, taking all the self-help classes I can, like Gogi and Pathfinders, anger management, and a relationships class. Like the country song says, I ain't as good as I'm going to get, but I'm better than I used to be. I think that song could have easily been written about me. Anyway, look forward to hearing from somebody, anybody. Would be great. Have a nice day.
Hello there, this is Damien. Just want to talk briefly about one of the programs that I've done since I've been down in order to help myself be ready for when I'm released. It's the CTAP program, which is Construction Trades Apprenticeship Preparedness. I finished it right at the beginning of COVID and got my certificate and actually got to take some pictures in the cap and gown and stuff. It was through Edmonds Community College out here in Washington State. But it basically teaches us the fundamentals of electric, plumbing, carpentry, and a little bit of drywall and stuff. Basically teaches how to build a house from bottom to top. You know, it's something I've always wanted to do. You know, mostly just be a carpenter and build a house. So it was a pretty cool class. I didn't like the math that much. I've never been really good at it, but I got through it with a little help. And it's a good program, you know. I enjoy doing it, and I might even end up being a TA if I'm able while I'm at the facility I'm at now. You know, they offer some other courses here. I started on the coding program, but they closed the facility I was at last, so I didn't get to finish it. I finished the first 2 quarters. But I take advantage of opportunities that they provide for me here, you know, as far as any kind of vocational or educational courses that they give us. Those are just two that one I started on, one that I actually finished. My next, hopefully, is the welding program they have here at Stafford Creek. So, if all goes well, I'll be able to get into it within the next few years. They really focus on people that are getting out a lot sooner than I am, so I may have to wait though. But no idle time here. I'm trying my best to do everything that I can. That way, I'll be ready when I get out.
Hi, my name is Lynn, and since I've been incarcerated, the first thing I wanted to figure out was why I did things that I did when I was a child, when I was younger. I wanted to figure out why I was so impulsive, why certain things happened around me. So I delved off into education. I delved off into vocation. I started to practice my virtues. I grounded myself in my spirituality, and I also jumped into a lot of correspondence because education was hard to come by being in maximum security. But I was blessed and I was lucky. I got my high school diploma. Then after I received my high school diploma, I went on and studied and became a certified and trained law clerk through paralegalism. After I received my certified training as a law clerk, I went on to get my associate's degree in theology, grounding myself in my spirituality. Um, After that, I took a bunch of jobs, learning everything that I could, to better myself and the people around me. I'm very gregarious. So I started to do kitchen work. I became a cook in an employee kitchen and an inmate kitchen. I delved off into a lot of clerk work, and I lucked up and I got into DePaul University Inside Out program, uh, law, politics, and mass incarceration. After that, I joined Northeastern Illinois and took some of their classes, some writing workshops, Justice in Politics and Shakespeare plays. I rewrote one of Shakespeare plays. I found that very, very interesting and very, very relevant to today. I took some more theology courses, and since addiction is such a big part of my community, and it really, really has paralyzed a large portion of my community, I took some addiction courses. I took some integrity courses for personal integrity, and I also took some parenting courses so I could be a better parent. Later down the line, after becoming a better writer and a more astute student, I was lucky enough and blessed enough to gain entry into Northwestern, and I'll be graduating in February with an associate's degree through Oakton, and I will continue to receive my bachelor's from Northwestern in general science. But I've also started to advocate for others. Um, I became a hospice worker to take care of others. I taught myself how to read and write in Spanish so that I can be prolific enough to help others with language barriers or that may have language barriers. And I've been working throughout the pandemic um, to try to just help as much as I can. Anything that I can do to try to give back for any hurt and any pain that I may have caused through my actions when I was a younger. I want to make sure that not only can I pay that back, I can pay it forward, and I can help other young guys and young girls, just young people, not make the same mistakes and understand that life doesn't have to be as fast as it was for me. Um, I also wrote a Anti-Discrimination Act for LGBTQ for people incarcerated. I wrote the Transformation Act to try to bring equity to sentencing issues, and I wrote some philosophical advocacy pieces as well. Good intentions and negative consequences, utilitarian approach to truth and sentencing, and basically I've been trying to be a beacon for people who come from not bad neighborhoods, but just come from marginalized neighborhoods who feel like they're alone, who feel like the choices that they made could have been better choices, and to try to steer those that may be going down the wrong path from doing that. In doing those things, it helped me to become better as well. And this is a lifelong journey of education and educating myself, and I'll continue to do this. I'll continue to better myself in every way possible. Any way that'll help me become a better person, I'm all for it. Thank you.
Hey, what's going on? So the topic, what have I done to better myself since I've been in prison? Well, I didn't have any kind of education when I came to prison. So since being here, I've gotten my GED. I did that in 2011. I got my GED. After my GED, I took corrective thinking classes, which consists of like MRT and RDAP, I believe. It's like moral recognition classes, drug counseling classes. After that, I signed up for the barber shop. I did like a 2-year barber shop. It was through the college, and I got a barbering certificate for that. And so since it was through the college, I went ahead and used the credits that I had for that, and went another couple of years doing book work, taking college classes. Like I took like a criminology class and public speaking and math, physics, and I got a degree when I was done with that. So, and then just every class that I can take, I take it, because knowledge is key to everything, Right now I'm in an automotive class. I want to work on cars and stuff when I get out, so I'm learning everything that I can. So that's what I've been doing since I've been down for my 10 years. I've been down since 2008. Yeah, that's it. I believe any kind of knowledge that you can earn, learn, is good. I'd like to be a jack of all trades, because I might not be able to get a job, with being a felon, but maybe I could use the knowledge that I have to get little under the table jobs or something like that. Another thing is just I don't want to be sitting here idle. Not doing nothing. That's the devil's playground. Idle time, and you can get into a lot of trouble not doing anything. So anything that you can do, and here will take your mind off the time that you have to do. It'll take your mind off of what's going on around you. The classes that you get to go out and leave the unit or the pod or whatever, it takes you away from all that. Puts you in a setting to where it's almost like being in the free world out there. So, yeah, pretty much that's it, man. Just want to say thank you guys again, and appreciate it.
Hey, this is Daniel Irons calling. I just wanted to let you know that since being incarcerated, what I've done to better myself is I just stayed focused and out of trouble. I've educated myself. I've had to learn from being a kid to being a man. And I just started doing all the motivational techniques that needed to be done. It's all about staying positive in different circumstances and situations. And it's been hard because I haven't had anybody to have my back or to assist me. But I've made it through. 24 years of incarceration from a kid. I knew that I had to do everything in my power to make sure that I stayed straight. It's been hard because a lot of the times you're not given the tools, but I made sure I used anything I had to my advantage to make sure that I came out a better man.
Well, for me, I have started doing college classes with Western Nevada College. I am currently enrolled now and doing quite well. The other thing I've done is taken a bunch of classes that the prison has to offer. I've taken most of those. I don't think there's many more I can take. And then what else I've done? I'm an author. I've written a couple books, and I work in PI and have for several years. That's kind of what I've done to kind of better myself. Several self-help books, reading, different things like that. So I hope this answers the question that they were asking.
Hello, this is Marcus Carter. Just answer your question real quick. Basically, I've been down for the last 10 years. I got arrested in 2012. When I came to jail, I was fighting a lot. You know what I mean? I was like all about violence and the bullshit. But I would say over the past 6 years, I've changed my life. I'm not religious or anything, but I want to be more of a role model than a negative role model. So I facilitate groups here. AVP, Alternative Violence Project. I facilitate them. I just basically I changed my whole life. I base my core values around the alternative to violence and just being positive, man, and leading these young people in the right direction. So that's been my program. I've graduated college since then. I'm still in college. I'm working on 2 more degrees as we speak at the same time, double degree, and possibly a third before I go home. I now go home in a year. So that's how I've done it. This is Marcus Carter.